angel numbers, being an empath, and how that's different being a starseed. I want to share some content today that I've been working on for a really long time. So welcome back to the Starseed series. We're going to hash out all these things and what to do with being a starseed and an empath, because it's a little bit different than just being spiritual and being an empath. So I want to help you break this down, and I've marked a couple of pages in my book. So we have a couple of really cool things going on. Let's get into this and support you in understanding. And I'm going to share some screenshots here today from my book, actually, where we're going to break down all the repetitive numbers and help you understand what universal flow and what your higher self and galactic self are asking you to understand when you see 111 or 1111 or 222, 333, all of those things. Okay. So in my book, the first thing I want to share with you, I had a lot of questions about dimensional consciousness and how that actually works. So this is a channeled book from my higher self, my galactic team, as well as the Andromedan energy. On page 112 in this book, I break down how exactly to use the Power 369 and what it actually means for you, which is really cool tools. And once you understand that, it is an absolute game changer. And then I had some questions about dimensional consciousness. So page 122, I break it all down for you. So there's that. And I just lost my bookmark, but I think it's page 128 is what I really, really want to get into today. So let me just make sure. Yep, page 128. We're going to talk about angel numbers and what they actually are. So being an empath and angel numbers, where should we start? Being an empath, let's start with that, because that's a whole handbasket in itself. My goodness. I hear a lot of people say, especially in the fourth dimensional consciousness, that it's absolutely exhausting and draining being an empath. It's hard for us to go in public. It's hard for us to people, right? And I get it. I used to feel the exact same way until I understood how to truly use this gift. I am such an empath that I can, before I go into a student call, so let's say it's a brand new student, I will physically become them. So if they have digestive upset, if they have any disharmony in the body, if they're exhausted, not sleeping, if they're anxious, if they're depressed, it sort of consumes me. And sometimes it's 24 hours beforehand. I don't even fucking know. And I'm like, what is going on with me? Is this mine or what is this? And then when I start to go and connect into them for the call, I will taste what they had for like breakfast or lunch or dinner. I will feel the food in my mouth. I will acknowledge the busyness or the quietness of the mind. And it's like, I know exactly where they're at and how to support them. I am such an empath that going into public, I become everybody that is around me. And I can understand how draining that can be. It used to put me into bed a lot, let me tell you. It used to knock me right out. But here's what I've sort of discovered. A couple of different techniques that I teach in the book. So deal with my sense of humor here. If it's not yours, it cannot reside within you, right? We are energetic beings and we have an electromagnetic field. As we are moving about, we are connecting my electromagnetic field, your electromagnetic field. Let's say we met in Walmart and we would be cross-contaminating energy. So I would begin to feel your energy. What I understand through the channeling of this book is if it's not mine, it cannot reside within me unless I choose it to be so. And that's one of the heartbreaks that I have in the spiritual community, is talking about how exhausting it is and how draining it is, and sort of keeping you in the expectation of being exhausted. What we believe is what we receive. How we perceive is what we receive. So if we are walking about as a starseed and a strong empath like myself, and we truly believe that it's going to drain us and that we have to use our crystals to protect us, then you're going to experience all the things that you don't want to experience. And I legit, most of us have done that, right? So for me, being the empath that I am, this is one of the greatest honors and gifts that has been given to me. I've had this since I was wee little. So I've got a lot of my stories in this book, but I remember being in the womb. I remember absorbing my mom's energy. I remember her thoughts. I remember her depression. I remember all of it. And when I was born, that continued on for me. Always. I've always had this. And not knowing what it was, just knowing that some people made me really anxious. Some people made me really tired. Some people made me really happy. And I started using that to navigate safety, because there was a lot of challenges in my childhood, a tremendous amount of abuse. So I would use it as like a radar almost, or a sonar almost, right? Like, is this safe for me? Is this not safe for me? And then when I started working with students, with humans, and fellow starseeds, it could be consuming. And I was like, I don't understand. Like, why am I so tired? Why am I so drained? And it makes it impossible when you're doing 6, 7 calls a day to like, where's my energy? What am I feeling? And how do I reset this? So having that download on, if it's not mine, it cannot reside within me. That was a mindset that I took. And then this stupid analogy, ready for this? True diamond over here. It's like a bad fart in the room. So you can be in a room and someone can pass some horrible gas and you can be like, holy crap, that is horrible. Like, woof. And you can just waft it away. You can cover your nose. You can take an exit. You can do whatever you do. An empath is like scooping up that fart in a jar and being like, oh my God, it was so horrible peopling today. Opening it, smelling it, putting the lid back on. Oh, it was absolutely dreadful today. And keeping your focus on reliving it over and over and over again. When we instead go, it's not mine, and we just have the intention, your energy, your vibration will pick back speed again and go right back to the reset of what you are, no matter how many interminglings that you've had that day. It's literally that simple. It is such an honor and such a gift for me because I can truly resonate with my students and it enhances my psychic. I am a 6th generation psychic. It's in the lineage. Every single firstborn female, all of us have it, but the firstborn's always the strongest. And it's passed down to my daughter. Like, let me tell you, I cannot get away with any momming with her because she just knows what I'm about to do. But it's like, it enhances the gift of being a psychic. It enhances my ability to connect into your frequency, into your energy, into your book of life, and really understand what's going on for you, with you. It also lets me, on an empath level, really connect into your higher self as well and experience them and what they want you to do and what your path is or what wisdom wants to come through for you. So being an empath is actually the greatest gift that I've ever been given. I cherish how deeply rooted it is to be an empath within me and the experience that I have with it. But again, it's knowing and it's intention. There's no magic trick. Crystals certainly help because crystals have a vibration. So like I've got a couple on my desk, right? Crystals have a vibration where you can put them on person in your electromagnetic field and they're going to support their frequency mixing with yours to sort of help you be a stronger, higher vibration if it resonates with you. I am not a crystal expert by any means, so I don't know all of them. I just pick the ones that work for me. But often I don't have to do that just because my intention is so strong. So I want you to come back to the intention of, this is what works for me. I just can let it go. It doesn't belong to me. It does not reside within me. And you just breathe it out, breathe it through, and you'll notice that you will recalibrate quicker with that. That is literally the secret to being an empath, is honoring it, accepting it, and knowing your shit does not belong to me. And you can hold on to the good stuff too if you want to. It's all personal choice. So there's that piece. Hopefully that helps. Let me know your questions in the comments. But I'm really excited to talk about angel numbers and what they are. And I'm going to screen share some stuff here with you. So let's get into seeing all of this stuff, seeing the 111, the 1111, the 222. What does it actually mean, right? Way back when I was in 4th dimensional consciousness, I remember, like, obviously we get 1111, 222. We're like, oh my God, it's 1111. And then we do nothing with it except for like, my angels are with me. I don't believe in angels the way most people do. What has come through for me over the years of dedication to my meditation practice, channeling the galactic and understanding the galactic and studying them, years and years of this, is the angelic world is simply a union of specific galactics. So Archangel Michael is actually a fleet of ships for the galactic. May sound crazy to a lot of people, but I know a lot of you are really going to resonate with this. They're all the archangels are just different fleets of ships that are all have their own unique vibration and their own unique purpose. They're beautiful, amazing energies for sure, but it's not a winged character. It's not one Archangel Michael coming down with his sword. It is the universal energy and predominant frequency of that collective within itself, which we can connect to and we can use those things. So as that download came through for me, I was like, well, then why are they showing me like 1111? What does that fucking mean? Like, what do I do here? And they're like, actually, that's not what it is. It's kind of misleading. So they showed me through understanding and harnessing the power of 369 and how to use it for my own spiritual awakening, they showed me the numbers. So let's get into the screen share, shall we? And we're going to break down all these numbers together. So here we go. So these are, I used to teach this course and I'm considering teaching it again. It's the entire book right now. But here's what the numbers are. So let's break them down one at a time. We've got zeros in any repetitive line of zeros. So this is the divine number of transformation, that you are in transformation. And it's a reminder to stay in the flow, basically to stay present. So when you see zeros repeating themselves or you get them frequently, you're going to come into that knowing and that awareness of, okay, this is the beginning of transformation. This means that I am on the onset of going through a metamorphosis or a leveling up in my ascension. So before I go any further, here's something that I really want to say. The universe, I'm going to stop screen share and get to this point. The universe is not testing you. The universe is not the one giving you these numbers. You are creating this. If I could wish nothing else for humanity, it is understanding the universal principle of divine oneness, that you are not separate from the universe. And it's a very fourth dimensional consciousness thing to do, to say, I trust spirit, or I trust the universe, or all in divine timing, or the universe will take care of it. What you're doing, and why I get a little spicy about this, is because I just ache for humanity to understand this one concept. The whole world would be different. Universe, source, God, universal flow, all of the things, they are in the core of your cellular structure. I teach this all the time. It's in the core of your cellular structure. Each one of your cells has universal flow. Light body code activation is when that light in the cell becomes more predominant than the limiting belief structure and the density of being human around it encompasses it. So as you practice your meditative experiences and you start to have your downloads and you're connected to your higher self, you're going to get these numbers, you're going to get these repetitions, you're going to get these signs, because your frequency is radiating out through the law of vibration, the principle of vibration, and the principle of attraction manifesting is reflecting back to you where you are at. You are the one that is creating the 1111s. You are the one that's creating all of the alignment for self. You have two operating mechanisms: soul consciousness, all that energy, that is the light in your cells, okay? Then you have your ego self, your human experience. And when they collide and they work together, your vibration becomes so substantial that you are immediately pulling in validation of exactly where you are at and what your compass is asking your ego self to pay attention to for your awakening process, okay? So the universe is not separate. I don't want you to say, trust the universe, or the universe is showing me signs, or the universe is going to provide for me or direct me or show me my map. Baby, it's all you. You are powerful. It's all you. It's always been you. So you have to understand that piece when we come to the numbers. It is you attracting those numbers in and aligning with that validation to show your soul, showing your consciousness, soul, energy, whatever you want to call it, showing your ego where you are at. So let's go into 111, all those things. This is the very beginning or the conceptualization of something new. You are, or you're being reminded that you are the creator, and do not put your power outside of yourself. So exactly what we just talked about. It is a quick flash of you're creating, baby. You're creating. So really pay attention to that. 2s is all about balance. It is asking you to look at what your priorities are and to keep them balanced between ego and consciousness. It is about learning to trust the process, learning to look at the reflection, the principle of correspondence. All the principles are in my book, or universal laws are in this book. It is about looking at, okay, here I am. What am I looking at in my polarity? What am I looking at being reflected to me? And can I move into trust and out of ego concern, out of worry, out of stress, out of panicking over the unknown? 3s are all about healing the past. In the Power 369, 3 definitely represents what was. So you want to look at, what belief structures am I operating off of? Where am I at with, my beliefs about money? Am I stressing about it? Am I trusting the flow of money? What is my inner child asking to do, to heal, to look at? What disharmony in my body wants to be healed? What am I really creating based on my perception of what was? 4s are all about, what are you pulling in? What is in your vortex, your electromagnetic field, your auric field? It is the same thing. So this is a reminder to go into acceptance of yourself, of the things, and to let go and trust the process. Hardest thing to do is trust. That's the most challenging frequency to really get to. But when we do, oh my God, it's such a game changer. So when I see fours, I love it. I'm like, I've got this. All is like, I am safe. I am protected. I am the creator of my experience. And it helps me so much when I get that. Okay, let's go into fives. Fives is your I am statements. So I am positive and present is my motto. When you are using your I am statements, you want to make sure that you are using them towards your desire. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful tip here. I am positive present. So we're not going to say things like, I am no longer tolerating the bullshit, or I am no longer allowing red flags. We're focusing on the wrong thing. So instead, I am attracting my equal. I am in alignment with the truest love for me. I am ready to receive love. Do you feel the difference between those two statements? Every time you say I am, you are literally, whatever's on the end of that I am statement, I am is the vibration of creation. Whatever's on the end of it, you are pulling into yourself hard. All right, let's go into number 6. So number 6 is about being present, being here. One of my favorite mottos is nothing needs to be forced and nothing needs to be rushed. It is what it is. And to help me stay present often, if I'm struggling with a busy mind, I will just begin to like narrate my day. Literally, I'll be like, oh, look at this. My pen is red and now I'm writing. And it gives my ego a job and training to be here and now and present. Just this cute little thing that I like to do that just helps me realize how far off of presence I am. But it is about, can I be here? Can I be now? Can I breathe and just be in the moment with all of my senses? Number 7s are preparing for your emotions to direct you. This is when your body is speaking to you, telling you what's coming in. So you want to look at disharmony in your body. You want to look at your, like, are you having an elevated heart rate? Are you breathing too fast? Is there aches or pains in your body? This is, your emotions will manifest into a physical reality if unacknowledged, right? So with number 7s, it's about paying attention to, what are you actually feeling? What is really going on within your emotional body, which is your inner child? What's really going on with that? And can you listen and acknowledge? 8s are about, but it is about the infinite possibilities. It is about breathing. It is about allowing and trusting. I don't believe in surrender anymore. I'll do that on a different day, that video. But anyways, and then 9s are the end of an old and that you're leveling up. So 9s in the Power 369 is what will be. You want to pay attention when you have 9s coming in. Where's your predominant focus? Where are you putting your focus? And what are you pulling into your reality? So really think about, what am I creating right now? I would love for the whole world to understand how to use 369. That is like my heart's goal, is to share this content that was channeled through me, but it's doing well. It's out there. Lots of people are loving it and giving great reviews. So anyway, there's that. If you really, really, really feel right now, I need person specific, help me. I am going to open up in February 4 slots for Book of Life session. So we can, the same thing, Book of Life session or a Starseed Book of Life session. It's the same thing, where I connect into what's ready for you, and I channel your galactic self, your higher self, and I look at your whole book of life and show you what's going on and support you in leveling up that next level into the next dimensional consciousness. So I'm going to open up 4 slots in February for those. So again, everything is on diamondnote.com. Go check it out. In the meantime, thank you. Put in the comments what's working for you, what numbers really stand out for you, any questions that you have, and I will happily take those questions and do another video for you. I love you all tremendously. So please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow along on this crazy journey of being a starseed, and know that you are loved, you are required on this planet, and you have beautiful purpose. If you've been here this long with me through the whole video, you've got purpose, baby. So thank you. I love you, and I will catch you guys next time.